Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ivan. For those that don't know me, I am a personal trainer and yoga teacher based in Manchester. And this is a post-run stretch routine. Stretching after your run is really important to get rid of the lactic acid in the muscles, but also to increase your range of motion, which is going to improve your performance. You're going to need a strap. Don't worry if you don't have a yoga strap, just grab a normal belt or an elastic band, that will work as well. And you might need 2 blocks. Don't worry if you don't have any yoga blocks, you can grab 2 books or anything sturdy that you can push onto. We're going to do this routine together, but remember, if you need to spend a little bit more time into a stretch, pause the video, hold it for a little bit longer. Let's get onto our back and let's get started. From here, let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Seal the lips. Bring the left knee to the chest. Interlace your finger around the shin and squeeze the knee to the chest here. And when you're ready, grab the strap, hook the middle of the foot onto it and extend the leg. With this stretch, we want to keep the leg as straight as possible. So if you need to have the foot a little bit further away from the chest to keep it nice and straight, so we're locking the knees, pushing the knee away from you, that's fine. It's better to be a little bit further away with a straight leg than having the thigh closer to the chest and having to bend the knee for it. Keeping the foot flexed. If you've got incredibly tight hamstring, that's fine. We're going to bend the right knee and place the right foot onto the mat. Once you find a comfortable position, we'll hold it here and breathe. Breathing in and out through the nose. Take a deep inhale to relax the nervous system and sending oxygen onto the muscles. Let's keep the foot flexed here to increase the stretch in the back of the leg. Couple more breaths here. And we place the right hand onto the right hip bone. On the exhale, opening the leg to the left. You've got the option to stay here with a straight leg. If it's too intense for you, that's completely fine. We're going to bend the knee and grab hold of the knee here. If you want to go a little bit deeper here, the right arm goes overhead. Let's grab the strap and then try and bring both shoulders back onto the mat. Breathing onto the hamstrings. 5 more breaths here. Exhale, let's bring the knee or leg back to center. If your knees bend, extending the leg once more. Grab the strap onto the right hand, the left thumb go onto the left hip crease, push the thigh away from you, and then tilting the left foot to the right. We're looking for a 90 band stretch here, so you might feel it around the knee, all the way down to the side of the leg here. Keep both hips onto the mat still. We're not looking to bring the left foot completely down to the mat, so make sure that both hips are squared. And 2 more breaths here. Well done, everyone. And one, bring it back to center. Bend the knee to the chest, right knee to the chest too. Give yourself a hug. And let's go to the other side, extending the left leg. Interlace your fingers onto the right shins. And let's squeeze the knee to the right armpit. Or maybe you want to do some circle with the knee, whatever works for you. Whatever feels good at the moment. Maybe you want to move the right ankle around. And again, breathing in and out through the nose. Deep inhale through the nose and exhaling fully. When you're ready, let's grab the strap. Hook the middle of the right foot, flex the foot, and extending the leg up towards the sky. Remember, you've got the option to bend the left knee and bring the left foot onto the mat to lessen the stretch here. Otherwise, we hold it here and breathe for 10 breaths. Nice, couple more breaths here. And let's grab the strap onto the right hand. I get option to bend the knee and grab the knee. Left hand onto the left hip bone here to push that hip down, and we're opening to the side. I'm looking for an adductor stretch here and obviously hamstrings. Deep breath through the nose. Squeeze both glutes. Keeping the right foot flexed. Nice, one more deep inhale through the nose. Let's bring the foot back to center. Grabbing the strap with your left hand this time. Right thumb goes into the right hip crease. Push the thigh towards your left foot here to square the hips and tilting the foot to the left. Flexing the left foot. Again, this one we're looking for slight tilt for a 90 band stretch, so the side of the leg. Bring it back to center, bend both knees. And let's take a happy baby to release, grabbing the outside of the feet, elbows on the inside of the knees, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and let's pull the knees towards the armpits. You might want to sway from side to side, or hold it to the middle, whatever feels good. Squeezing the shoulder blades together and tilting the sit bones towards the mat to flatten the lower back as much as you can and the upper back. Nice, let's bring the feet together, hands underneath the thighs, let's roll forward and back, making your way into a seated position. When you're ready with the legs straight. Nice, folding forward, flex the feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. And on the exhale, let's fold forward, staying nice and tall. Flexing the toes. Every inhale we lengthen. Every exhale folding a little bit more. Inhale, rolling back up into a sit, cross the legs. And let's roll into a tabletop. Come back to the middle of the mat. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. First one of the practice, so you might want to pedal the legs from side to side. I like to move the hips a little bit around as well. Nice, coming back to center on the inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to the chest, step in between your hands. Let's drop the left knee down, pushing the hips forward. You've got the option to stay here if that feels enough for you. Or if you've got your block, you might want to elevate the chest away from the thighs to stretch your hip flexor on the left side and quads. If you want to go a little bit deeper, release the left toes under, and let's lift the arms up towards the sky. Taking a pistol grip with your hand, squeeze the elbows towards the ears. Nice. We've got 5 more breaths here. Bending the right knee. One more breath here. Exhale, release your hands down onto the block or the mat, whatever works for you. Flex the right foot and extend the right leg, coming into a half split here. Bring the hips over the left knee. If you're finding yourself a little bit too far back, slide the right foot forward a little. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding forward onto the right leg. Couple more breaths here. Nice. Exhale, bend the right knee. Step back into plank. And lower down all the way to the stomach. Squeeze the elbows together, shoulders away from the ears, release the toes. Inhale into your cobra. Stretching the abdominal muscles. Make sure you're protecting your lower back by squeezing the glutes together. You can keep a slight bend into the elbows or extending the arms completely. Just make sure the shoulders are away from your ears. Nice. Exhale, push the hips back, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Let's go to the next side. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the chest, step in between your hands, dropping the right knee down. Pushing the hips forward, option to grab the blocks. Pressing the chest away from the thigh, lengthening the spine. Release the right toes. If you want to go a little bit deeper, arms up towards the sky. Take a pistol grip with your hands, squeeze the elbows to the ears. Coming into a back bend. Nice, 3 more breaths here, opening the chest. Keep bending the front knee. Exhale, release your hands down, making your way into a half split. Left foot is flexed. Inhale, lengthen the spine, tilt the sit bones back and up towards the sky. Exhale, folding onto the front leg. Nice. Exhale, bend the front knee. Place your hands flat onto the mat. Let's step back into plank. On the exhale, let's lower all the way onto the belly. Squeeze the elbows together. Release the toes, shoulders away from the ears, and we lift. Cobra. Nice. Exhale, pushing the hips back. Take a quick child's pose. From here, let's go into frog pose. Turning to the side to protect the knees, flex the feet, and then let's slide the knees to the side. Knees in line with the hips, ankles in line with the knees. You can drop onto the elbows, you can stay on your hands, you can bring blocks underneath your chest, or maybe you can bring the chest onto the mat. Inhaling fully, and exhaling fully. This one can get really comfortable when you do it for long enough. I remember when I started yoga, I really hated it. Now it's one of my favorites. Let's prepare to move. Coming back onto the elbows, the hands. And let's bring the knees together. Heels, knees, heels, and child's pose here. Taking a few breaths to adjust, to neutralize the stretch. And when you're ready, making your way into a kneeling position. Make your way back in the middle of your mat. Tabletop, bring the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Full lizard pose. Keeping the back nice and straight. You might want to do some little pulses here, whatever works for you. Lift the back knee. Nice, and let's make our way into pigeon. Right knee behind the right wrist, right foot to the left, flex the foot. Slide the left leg back. Square the hips. Remember, you've got your blocks. You can put one underneath the right glutes for a bit more balance. You can stay here if you want to go a little bit deeper. We flex the left foot, bend the knee, and grab the foot with your left hand. So same foot, same hand. Encouraging the foot to the bum. That's one option. You can take your mermaid by bringing the foot onto the left elbow crease, right arm goes overhead, and take the bind. If you want to go with your full bind, you can either grab the foot or use the strap. And flick the left elbow up towards the sky to open the chest. Nice, right arm goes overhead for a full king pigeon. Kicking the leg back with this one to come into a back bend. Squeeze the glute to protect your lower back. Nice, 3 more breaths here. And release slowly, take your time. Make your way back into child's pose. And when you're ready, bring the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Full lizard, any lizard variations. And breathing deeply. And making your way into your pigeon. Left knee behind the left wrist, left foot to the right. Flex the foot. Hands back, take your time with this one. And again, remember, you can pause the video if you want to stay a little bit longer. Any variation here, mermaid, quad stretch, or full bind, or strap. Just make sure you keep your hips squared. And try and bring the chest facing forward here. Nice, 5 more breaths. And release. Well done. Taking a child's pose. To release your lower back. Big toes touching, knees wider than the chest. Let's finish with the wide-legged forward fold. Sitting in the middle of the mat. Bring the legs to the side. Flex the feet, point the knees and toes back And start walking the fingertips forward with the back nice and straight, so we're folding from the hips. Once you find your position, we stay here and breathe. Keep flexing the toes to engage the quads here, to stretch the hamstrings. And maybe you can start walking your hands as you ease onto the stretch. Don't force it. Always stay at 80% of your capacity with the stretch. And just focus on the breath. This is the last stretch, so remember you can stay a little bit longer if you need to. Otherwise, on the next inhale, rolling the spine up into a seated position, nice and slow, take your time. Micro bend the knees and bring the legs together. Give yourself a little hug. Well done, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those stretches. I hope to see you soon for another stretching routine.